This show is filmed in front of a live studio audience. Wake up, San Francisco!
It's the Ownbey 15-minute news hour. It's the Ownbey 15-minute news hour. It's the Ownbey 15-minute news hour. Here's our sign. Here's our sign. Welcome to this week's episode of the Ownbey 15-minute news hour. I'm your host, James Ownbey.
And I'm Clay Ownbey, and we'd like to thank everybody watching, and we sincerely apologize for the delay in shows.
Last week we had a little bit of an issue with the FCC. They shut down episode 17, therefore episode 17 part 2 is airing this week.
However, we went through the drug screening and the DNA testing, and he is not the father!
I am not.
James is not the father!
I went on the Maury Provich show. They took an anal cavity search, and I am not the father of the bad episode that was pulled off the air before we could air it. So,
excellent.
Apologize for that. Clay, let's get right into our sponsor this week.
Our sponsor this week is from Smarty Cat. This is catnip mist. Yes, Smarty Cat catnip mist. You spray this on something, your cat thinks it's catnip, cat goes crazy for it.
I think your cat wants to get high, so you just spray it right in the face. Your cat comes up, he's like, "Hey man, you got like a 2 sprays? Like, can I get like $5 worth of sprays?"
Yeah.
He kicks you down like a dead mouse, and you take him.
I won't clop your sofa for 2 days if you hook me up with 5 sprays.
Yeah.
2 days, 5 sprays. We also, Dungus does absolutely 100%. We do not condone using this as a sexual enhancement.
No, it is not a lubricant. We don't suggest using it as a mouthwash.
No, mouthwash.
Underarm,
antiseptic.
Antiseptic.
You get a cut.
It does not kill germs.
Right. But if you have a cat and you want to watch the cat go, cat shit crazy, Smarty Cat catnip mist.
Although, actually, I bet you could use that. If you had crabs, you could spray that on your balls, and the cat would claw the crabs off of your nuts. I think that would probably work.
Well, and that's also a way to train your cat. I mean, you can do both things. You train your cat and you get rid of your STD.
My cock is a scratching pose. I feel like I'm dying.
Everybody needs a little cat mist preparation. That's all I'm saying. Hey, want to get straight to the news, James?
Yeah.
All right. In Dunedin, New Zealand, a New Zealand woman mistakenly glued her lips together and then attempted to call authorities.
It's like we live in the morgue all of a sudden.
Trick or treat. Sergeant Steve Aitken of New Zealand said that the woman sounded like she was gagging or had a medical condition. She could only grunt, he said. When the police arrived at her house, they noticed that she had mistakenly used glue for lip cream and had glued her lips together. So, dude, I've been out in the wind all day, did some biking, did some running.
My CarMax, where's my CarMax?
Made out with my fiance too long, right? I got some chapped lips. What is this? Super glue, fuck it. It's liquid, right?
Is that the dim smear off, sir?
Right, like Proctor was there the entire time. This is what I would like to know. When her husband came home and she was like, he was like,
my dreams have came true. Our lips have
That's what I'm talking about. Honey, do you mind if I watch porn? Honey, do you mind if I smoke pot in the house? Honey, you want to have a threesome?
Honey, can I get a BJ? Oh, damn.
Dude, anybody got any glue remover? Can we get some glue remover? Call the police.
Thinner on there or something?
Call the police.
Okay. An immigration officer based in Santa Ana, California, took thousands of dollars in bribes and 200 egg rolls. Moi Nu Nguyen, 47, of Irvine, California, was arrested.
What was his name or her name?
Moi Nui Nguyen. So this lady in California, 47, Irvine.
It's a good Californian name.
Yeah, she's a local.
Yeah.
She was arrested June 6th after accepting $2,000 bribe from an immigrant who was seeking U.S. citizenship. But in 2011, Nguyen allegedly...
We'll call her Deborah Clark.
Yeah, Mrs. Smith took an $1,100 bribe and 200 egg rolls from an immigrant seeking citizenship. This lady, whoever, had the power to approve or deny applications for immigration benefits, the prosecutor said. So,
Someone got in the country by producing 200 egg rolls.
Yeah, but I mean, if your name is Moi Ning Wing,
right?
You're like, so what do you got? Like, egg rolls?
You got some egg rolls?
Yeah.
I got a hankering for some egg rolls.
She's like, man, all I have is like $1,100. You got any like
I would
cocaine?
love this,
You
right?
got a car? I ain't got nothing. All I have is like, and what is this lady like traveling around with 200 egg rolls in like a backpack?
What are you gonna do with 200?
What's
egg
in your
rolls?
backpack? 200 egg rolls?
Dude, she ought to hook up with that dude from the Sonic commercials that ordered 25 milkshakes.
Yeah, dude, there you go.
200
So
egg rolls
have a
and 25
picnic.
I want to know if she's just sitting there and maybe she was like fucking with people. Like the first guy was like, no, you need 400 hacky sacks. And then the next guy, you need 600 pairs of pink gym socks. And the next guy is like, you need 200 egg rolls. And he's like, dude, I just saw a place down the road. Let me run down here. Give me 5 minutes. Run down here and hook up some egg rolls.
Wonton's egg roll shack down here.
Right.
Selling.
And then she was like, okay,
Have you ever met
are you an
Wonton?
American? In you go. Go on in. I love a good American story. This next one's from Mexico. Operators of a Mexican theme park that simulates the journey of illegal immigrants across the U.S. border said that they are aiming to discourage the practice. The Parque Ecu Alberto theme park in Pachuca de Soto, Mexico, in the state of Hidalgo, right? 800 miles from the Mexican border.
No, like South Texas.
Right, yeah, I was going to say somewhere just north of Phoenix. Charges visitors $20 each to be led by a fake smuggler on a 7-mile night walk filled with simulated dangers including barking dogs and fake border patrol officers. The park administrators say that they aim to discourage illegal immigrant crossing. So they have a ride in Mexico at a theme park called Let's Sneak Over the Border. So you pay your 20 bones, and then they lead you on a 7-mile walk full of fake barking dogs and fake border patrol people.
All right, Clay, let's call it what it is. You pay us $20, and we're going to show you how to sneak over the border.
That's exactly
what it is. It's an amusement park ride.
Yeah.
So this is what I think they should do. At like Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm, they should have our American version of this.
Right.
And it's be a sniper with a paintball gun up in a turret tower and try to shoot illegal immigrants as they come across the border.
I like that.
Let's fight fire with fire.
Well,
You know what I mean?
and taking it a step further, if you wanted to make it, worth Americans' time, you pay $20 and you get the ride on how to cheat on your taxes.
Yeah.
How to beat your wife would be a good one, right? how to fill up a big gulp and then drink half of it and fill up some more and then pour it in a smaller cup and get away for paying like 30 less cents.
How to change the transmission in a 1972 Gran Torino.
Right. How to laugh at a presidential debate.
How to get away with wearing a wife beater in public.
No, that still doesn't work, dude. That's right up there with the fanny pack. But anyways, so if you're in Mexico and you go to
Don't
a
get
theme
me
park,
started on the fanny pack, please. Please do not get me started.
if you're in Mexico and you go to a theme park and they have a ride called Let's Sneak Over the Border, save your $20 and go do a ride called How to Avoid Drinking Our Water. Or how to avoid
How to roll a perfect taco into a tortilla. Dude, can you roll like a perfect burrito like the way they serve it at the restaurant? Dude, I can't.
no. There's
You go
no
to a
way.
restaurant, that thing is perfectly tucked in. I tried to do it. The shit is running out the ends.
Right.
I got salsa, sour
It breaks
cream.
in the middle. You have to
Nah,
eat like
dude.
4 tortillas and then it's
They
too
have
thick.
special tortillas. The ones they sell, it's a hoax.
So, anyways, there you go. There's your Mexican theme park story of the week.
Okay, our next story comes to us out of Lincoln, Nebraska.
No, right on.
20-year-old Nathaniel Atkinson had just been convicted of a stick-up robbery of a Lincoln, Nebraska adult bookstore.
Hey, put him up there. I got a gun and I want your money.
Put him up because I'm going to rob you of a bunch of movies of guys putting them up. It's
That's
an
right.
adult bookstore. You know
I
what
want
mean?
to see some really bad shots of guys, naked dudes from behind.
I'd love to see Rodney Dangerfield robbing a bookstore. Oh, give me 3 of those cock rings there. Give me 2 of those
I'll tell you what.
little bunny rabbits there.
I'll tell you what. Well, I tried to rob a porn store one time. They charged me. That wasn't even funny. I'm getting no respect at the porn shop.
So here's the catch, okay? Mr. Atkinson goes in, he tries to rob an adult bookstore. Here's the catch. His sister was working behind the counter at the time. At the porn shop, yeah. So
he didn't know this. He didn't recognize
no,
it.
you want to know why? I'll tell you why. Atkinson avoided being identified by his sister because he was wearing a mask and socks over his hands. So he had like Socko on one hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Cobra on the other.
Yeah. However, surveillance video tracked him out to his car, which was identified by his sister. And
Unfortunately, he didn't have a sock over his car.
No.
Right.
And how weird must Thanksgiving be? You know what I mean? It's
I know, right?
Some weirdo came into the porn shop in a mask and socks over his hands, and I guarantee the socks had cum stains on them. You know what I mean?
Did.
Like, dude, if you're robbing a porn shop, your sock is dirty.
He probably found it in the parking lot and he's like, dude, I really need to cover my hands. There's a sock. There's a condom.
And is your sister that good of an eyewitness? And she's like, you know what? Those hands look like my brother's hands because my brother's hands have been on my body enough that I can probably...
No. You know what it was? She noticed the cum stain. She's like, that cum stain has a very peculiar...
And here, dude, how proud are the parents of these guys? So what do your kids do? Oh, the daughter works at a porn store.
My son robs porn shops.
His son's a burglar. Yeah. He robs porn shops.
Yeah. He's going to be joining the carnival here next year, hopefully.
Yeah, barking for the yak woman.
That's right.
Yeah, she had some fake boobs.
What's the third son do? Was he a male prostitute at the flea market?
He's probably a lawyer. Yeah. He barks for the yak lady.
He does bark for the yak lady.
At the circus.
He might work for this guy.
He gets crabs as strippers.
He takes them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, with tweezers and some JB Weld
and some catnip spray. He sprays catnip.
We didn't mention this. Takes fleas off strippers.
Yes, it does.
Catnip spray. Tempe, Arizona.
Although it doesn't take the stripper smell off of your scratch and pull.
You know, you can take the stripper off the scratch and pull, but you can't take the scratch and pull scent off the stripper. Just so you know.
You better pull your scratch and pull out of the stripper before you have a litter of kittens running around.
Is that what they have backstage at a strip club? Like in the back rooms? Just a bunch of cats running around looking for cat mist?
Well, I'm not sure. The one I went into in Montana had a goat in the back room. I wasn't sure if... I bought it a drink.
Was it a goat or just a really short guy with a goatee?
Actually,
eating paper and lingerie.
It was a little midget Sam Elliott, so he had like the mustache,
and he was like, "Hey, compadre," or excuse me, "Hey, compadre, amigo, compadre, amigo."
Well, that's what's funny is I told him, I said, I ain't eating a goat. He said, hey, you want to eat some beef? It's what's for dinner. Hey, amigo, eat some beef. It's what's for dinner. Then they brought a cow in. It got weird.
Like in Roadhouse, don't eat the big white mint. All right, so getting off of Sam Elliott, I can't believe I said that.
Wow.
That was awesome. In Tempe, Arizona, a man accidentally shot himself. You know what? We've been having a lot of stories lately of dudes shooting themselves.
A lot of cheddar bobbing going on.
There has been many cheddar bobs going on. And here's another one. In Tempe, Arizona, a man actually shot himself in the groin in a Kentucky Fried Chicken bathroom while attempting to have relations with a prostitute. So he rolled in, he got his 8-piece grilled, because you don't want fried, dude, fuck that, that's bad behavior.
Yeah.
Looked over at the A&W machine, saw a woman standing there, hey, baby, you like some chicken? She's like, no, but I'll give you a for $20. He said, cool, there's a bathroom right around the corner, let's hop to it.
Yeah.
In the KFC. In the KFC, dude, can't even wait till you get home.
Actually, I think it broke down like this. Like, he got his meal, he's getting over there getting his drink, she walks up and he says, hey, do you eat the bone? And she goes,
I ate the bones.
I ate the bone.
And
he goes, she eats the bones! She eats the bone! She eats the bone!
She eats the bones. Hey, lady, would you like to go to the bathroom and eat the bones?
I eat the bone. She eats the bone!
She ate the bones.
She eats the bone!
55-year-old Daniel Coltrane took an unnamed prostitute into a bathroom at the KFC. However, the gun that he had in the front of his belt, apparently while they were getting all bonesy, right
before she ate the bone.
Yeah, 21 herbs and spices. His gun discharged, shooting himself in the crotch. He was cited for attempting to solicit a prostitute, but no charges were filed. Obviously, his junk was laying there in the KFC. He was taken to a hospital and was treated for a gunshot wound to the groin.
So when the cops show up, did he say, I shot the bone! I shot the bone! I shot the bone!
I shot the bones. I shot the bones. Then the cops rolled up and looked at his crotch and looked at the prostitute and said, dude, she did eat the bones.
Here's my question. They got in there and they got to rubbing. She's like, so is that a pistol in your pocket? You're just happy to see me?
Hey, baby, I normally pack a 45.
Wait till you see what happens when this pistol goes off. Bam!
Bam!
I shot the bone! I shot the bone!
I shot the bones.
Shoot the moon!
I shot the bones. So, 2 lessons that we've learned from this. Don't pick up a hooker in KFC, and don't eat the bones.
Yeah, don't cheddar bob yourself in the mushroom.
Anywhere. Yeah. Especially KFC, especially with prostitutes.
And if you're gonna get all hot and sexy with the chick, be like, hold on, I have a gun in my pants.
Well, dude, I have another question. Did he pay her? I mean, should she get her money?
She should.
Because you know it'd be hilarious, right?
He gave her an extra biscuit and some butter.
He gave her the money. He shot himself. She left the bathroom, ran over and got a 12-piece for the road.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Original recipe.
So, our next story, Clay. A 41-year-old Columbus, Ohio man is recovering after police say he ripped off part of his penis on a drug-fueled high in Salante Township, Michigan. So this guy didn't cheddar bob himself in the drumstick.
No,
he done ripped it off.
He Luganist himself.
Yeah.
He Liberace'd himself. He Richard Simmons himself.
Sheriff deputies found the man naked and screaming after responding to a burglar alarm at the Salani Middle School at 1 a.m. last Tuesday. Sergeant Jeff Fox said. The man was kneeling outside the school, bloody from the waist down, with parts of his genitalia ripped off.
Goody.
He said parts of the man's body were transferred with him to the hospital. So at least they picked it up, they put it in a cooler with some ice. Hopefully it wasn't like the fat sergeant was down there drinking a Slurpee and they're like, "Do we need some ice?" He's like, "Oh, I got a slushy. Something got a donut from 7-Eleven on the way."
Yeah, just hook that up.
Officer Fox said the man really wasn't saying much at all. A lot of yelling and screaming. And the man had broken the window of the school. He didn't take anything. He wasn't making sense, and they couldn't really communicate with a man in terms of a constructive conversation.
Well, I can imagine.
Well, no shit, dude.
Hey, son, how are you feeling? All right, well, you'll be all right.
And here's the thing, dude. He ripped his own penis off.
No, well,
like off.
You know what it was, right? He felt bad. He was the only one of his friends that wasn't circumcised.
Well, here's the thing:
he needed a drive-by moiling. Is what he needed.
I've been known to rub one out before, but dude, never have I came to the point of almost ripping it off. Dude, so like, how hard do you have to tug on your wanker to pull the damn thing clean off? Like, seriously. You know what I mean? Like, tug my balls a little bit, but don't rip this thing off. No. Damn.
That's rough.
Dude, I need to see what that guy can, like, curl or, like...
The exercise thing, that's the thing where you're like that.
Here's the point of the story. Don't eat mushrooms.
Absolutely.
You gotta have a good piece of fungus to put you in a tailspin.
And do not go to the KFC.
I mean...
that was a different story.
Who does enough drugs that they're like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to middle school and try to pull my wiener off.
No, guys do this, right? We plan it out. It's like, all right, dude, it's Friday night. Here's what we're gonna do, okay? We got some mushrooms. We got some pot. I got some beer.
Yep.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
You have a wiener?
We're gonna take some shots.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna watch some porn.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Now I'm gonna eat some mushrooms, and I'm gonna rip off part of my freaking man deal and throw it on the table. Okay? And have a good night.
Not partying with those guys.
Yeah. I have partied with those guys. Hey, James, you want to go into entertainment news?
Let's do something else other than ripping your penis off.
Yeah, it kind of brought the whole show down a little bit. But hey, we're in good shape.
Bummer. Sorry I read that story. Damn.
It's all good. So, entertainment news. Obviously the big news, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian finally named their damn baby.
And it wasn't what we thought, which was Chlamydia Kardashian.
West, kinky sex tape of Mom
West.
We
were off a little bit.
No, and you probably heard it. The name was North. As in Northwest. As in... What the...
Are you kidding me?
Seriously.
Dude.
I mean, you know what?
How drunk were they when they named their baby?
Well, they were obviously watching the tape. The Pamela Anderson.
But here's the thing, Clay, is it's not the first crazy celebrity name.
No, it actually isn't.
Northwest is not the first.
No, it's not even one of the most strange ones, right? We got a list here. The Dungus Investigative Research Team put together a list of these are actual celebrity names of children. For example, Gwen Stefani and Gavin Rossdale. Their daughter's name is Zuma Nesta Rock. Of course, Penn Jillette, his daughter is Moxie Crime Fighter. Jason Lee from that Earl show. His son is named Pilot Inspector.
He should name his kid Earl.
I'm just going to run down these lists, and I don't really give a shit who named them. There's Bogart Peyote, Fifi Trixie Bell, Audio Science, Your Majesty, Sage Moonblood, and Speck Wildhorse.
And those are all real names.
Those are real names. You guys can look them up, I promise. And in similar news, Jessica Simpson just had her baby. Well, again, the Dungus Investigative Research Team, we heard that her baby was named Maxwell, but the research
give a
team...
middle name.
Yeah, they didn't really give a middle name, so we snuck in, took a picture of the actual birth certificate.
I went incognito.
He did. He went incognito.
I was under the covers.
Under the covers. So Jessica Simpson's new baby, and God bless her, I hope it's a healthy kid.
Absolutely.
His name Maxwell, Radiator, X-Lax, Lawnmower, Chicken Broth, Onion, Upside Down Cake, 2x4, Shingle, Babo, Uncle Jesse, Goober, Lipstick, Plunger, Lawn Darts, Hula Hoop, Gefilte Fish, Ass Cheeks, Baby Got Back Fat, Carburetor, Fuzzy, Belly, Earwax, Cody, OJ, Bart, Homer, Nipsey, Russell, Simpson.
That is her name.
The actual name of the baby.
That is what is written on the birth certificate.
The birth certificate.
Yeah.
Right.
Can you give it to us one more time?
I will.
No.
All right.
We're good.
I will.
We're good. Point is, idiot celebrities name their kid idiot names. How would you like to go through life with friggin' Pilot Inspector Lee?
How would you like to go through life with Gilbert Gottfried? I wish my name was Moxie Crime Fighter Gottfried. Or Rubber Chicken Condom Gottfried. Or Your Majesty. I like that one.
Names their kid Your Majesty. I'll tell you who. Jermaine Jackson does.
Yeah.
God, what in the hell?
As if that family wasn't screwed up enough.
This is my kid, masking tape, ballpoint pen, guitar pick.
Fuzzy face, double-sided cup, dungus.
Yeah, scrotal region, hemorrhoid, Zoofus.
Let's get the hell off of stupid celebrities because they're stupid.
I like it. What do you say about golf, James?
Let's jump into sports.
Let's go into sports, James.
Let's work our way into it first there.
Yeah, I know.
You're a little fired up about that last part, aren't you?
Dude, don't get me started.
Yeah.
Moxie Crime Fighter, Brooklyn Knight socks, gym sock, underwear, garter belt, hemorrhoid, preparation H, pickle sauce, Dave's Insanity Kool-Aid. Smith. Sorry.
You know what, Clay? Just for shits and giggles, let's throw in a 10-second rule.
Oh, goody.
You want to throw in a 10-second rule?
Yeah, a 10-second rule sounds good.
This is the Dungus impromptu 10-second rule. Clay, you have 10 seconds to name as many things as you can that you do not want to name your child.
Okay.
Because
I just did that. Let's do it.
These are things that we may have missed early.
Right. I like it. Okay.
We went through the list. We have the actual list of what she named her kid. But these are maybe some other names that you would not want to name your child.
I like it. So things you would not want to name your kid.
Things that you would not want to name your kid.
I like it.
On your mark, get set, and gefilte fish.
Fungus, roller coaster, chainsaw, carburetor, limp shits, toilet, bathroom, honey bucket, tacos, Switzerland,
Stink finger.
Amen sauce.
69.
Dude, 78. Which is
The wonder from down under.
78, which is 69 with your neighbor's toes and 3 of their fingers stuck up your ass.
Charlotte and her chocolate factory.
Carburetor, toilet paper, peppercini, Nest,
Anna Nicole Smith.
Holland, Nipsey Russell, Franken Beans, Bush's Baked Beans,
Beanie Weenie. Beanie Wells. Beanie Weenie Wells.
dude, Bino Smith, John Smith, Malcolm Smith,
John Wayne.
Stephen A.
Malcolm
Smith.
Jamel Warner.
Malcolm X, X-Lex,
XXX. Triple X.
John Doe, John Lovitz, John the Porta Potty John, Johnny Cash, John Wayne,
We already covered
John
Wayne
Lithgow.
twice. All right, let's go into sports.
Lithgow. I just like saying it. Lithgow.
And why
Do not name your kid Lithgow.
Speaking of baseball, how come the announcers always go, now batting, Mike Johnson?
Johnson. It's like in a prize fight, like a heavyweight fight, right? It's like, all right, now coming out of this corner, weighing in 100,000 pounds, a record of 2-47, Jenny Malkovich. Malkovich.
All right. Hey, we're going to jump right into, we talked about this last time, ways to improve golf.
Right.
All right?
But we gotta make it
we
snappy.
made a list of ways to improve golf, but as we discussed last week, golf is a stupid game. We don't like it. We're not talking about
Fuck it.
Screw it.
I suck
we're
at
not
it.
talking about golf.
So
golf
what we're gonna do-
sucks a fat turd out
No, it
of-
doesn't actually suck a fat turd, but just we always wait too long
No,
to do this. in
it
our
sucks
show.
a fat turd because I can't get that goddamn little ball in that little. Go in your hole! You just get in your hole! Go in your home! Clay, do you have a rant this week?
No, I don't. Do you?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Here's what it is. I was at Super One the other day, excuse me, and I get in the line, the 10 items or less. This lady has a basket with about 35 items. Like 16 packs of M&Ms, like 10 Snickers.
Did she have some Rolos?
A bunch of Rolos.
Tampons?
No.
A
tampons.
lawn chair, some
just
matches?
like mostly candy and
Oh, okay.
things like that.
All right.
But she had like 35 items in her basket.
That sucks.
She gets in an argument with a cashier that it's only 6 items because it's only M&Ms, gum, Mountain Dew, or whatever.
Douche.
Yeah, and I'm like, you goddamn dumb lady. Look at how many. It's not like I have 35 of one item, so that counts as one item.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, technically
I have 19
speaking-
bottles of talcum powder. No, fuck, dude. You have like 19 items.
Technically
Get the
speaking,
hell out of the
if
way.
you go to the grocery stores and you buy groceries, shouldn't every grocery be one item? Because, hey, I'm buying groceries.
Yeah, they should have a one item or less. Like,
like
a guy
that,
goes in and buys a 6-pack of beer, and
One
I have
item.
to wait behind the lady that has like 37 heads of cauliflower and 19. And she's like, I'm couponing today.
Right.
So I have
dude.
I'm buying 89 bottles of shampoo
Now, and
and
this is-
42 tubs of deodorant.
And this is the same woman that after they ring up, boop, 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 they ring up all of their $173,000 worth of shit, and they're like, it's $173,000, and they're like, well, do you take a check? And they start writing, and they're like, well, who do I make it out to? Dude, bitch, you've been in Super 1 for 3.5 hours. Are you kidding?
super freaking one.
How do you know who not to make? I'd be like,
Vitamins.
make it Paul Bunyan.
Yeah.
Make it out to Dungus. So, hey, thank you so very much for everything. We appreciate it. If
Sorry
you guys,
about last week's episode not being on the FCC. Sometimes you got to take them serious. We
Yeah.
found that out.
Yeah, but we smoothed it over.
Yeah, we're good.
James
we
went,
bought him a cheesecake.
yeah.
We sent him a nice cheesecake. Hey, FCC, sorry we screwed up. Here's
James went and smoothed it over. Incidentally, if you have a blank check you'd like to write, go ahead and send it to Dungus.
Yes, we will take it.
If you like what you saw or you don't like what you saw, let us know. I mean,
Or if we offended any kind of races or sexual preferences or creeds or
Which
anything.
we probably did, but it's all good.
You know, get over it. Toughen
right.
up.
Correct.
Get some tough skin.
This episode
All right.
was brought to you by Smarty Cat cat spray, a catnip mist. I actually sprayed this in my mouth, and I didn't mean to. I was trying to do a joke. I sprayed it sideways, and I sprayed it in my mouth, and it kind of sucks. So hopefully, I'll have a cat licking out my tongue here in
Tastes
about
more like
15
cat's
minutes.
ass than catnip.
I totally agree with you, James. Hey, remember the Festival of Post Falls Day is coming up here real
Yes.
soon. On the 13th, Saturday the 13th, a Post Falls Days parade, Festival of Post Falls Parade. Dungus will be hosting it.
MC, 4th year in a row.
Oh, you know it. So from the Columbia Community First Bank.
Yep.
Right there on
Thumbs
Spokane
up.
Street. So thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time. That was the only 15-minute news hour. That was the only 15-minute news hour. That was the only 15-minute news hour. Here's our sign. Here's our sign.
You filled the fish.